Hi, I'm Andy, and recently I published my game on Steam. It's called Fantasy Fighters, and if you like turn-based cute strategy games, definitely check this one out. This video is about my first game jam ever. A game jam is where you get a specific theme and a limited amount of time and you have to finish a video game in this time. The game jam I participated at was hosted by Blackthornprod for the students of the course GameDevRocket, and the title for this game jam was Tiny Armies. So let's go right into the video. At first I thought about Age of Empires or Warcraft 3, but I didn't want to go so cliche, so instead I went on a different level. I thought, what tiny armies are there that we don't see but fight wars every day? And instantly I thought about bacteria and healing cells and all that kind of stuff, and my idea was to take a wound that you have to protect as the healing cells and you fight against the bacteria that try to infect it. For the beginning I'm gonna use some placeholders instead of real objects because I want to get into the coding right away to see if it's possible what I want to do. I did the circle as the player, then some movement, and made the player so it follows the mouse. I thought about making like a top-down shooter, and you spawn more armies on your side and you have more enemies, thus becoming like two armies fighting each other. I then quickly added some particles and bullets for the player to shoot. The bullets didn't work at first, but after a bit of working I made them work. Now the player can shoot and it looks cool with the particles, but we want to shoot some enemies. These enemies are placeholders for the beginning as well. They will follow the player and you have to shoot them. Afterwards I added a spawner that spawns these bacteria that follow the enemy. Of course they are spawned randomly and for now they are around the center of the screen, but later on we will place them randomly on the map. And then we gave the player the ability to shoot these bacteria, and the game is starting to take shape and already looks awesome. This huge yellow square is the place that you have to protect. The bacteria is either trying to get to you, the player, or to the wound and try to harm it. Your job is to protect it from getting infected. And now we have kind of a loop in this game. Then to visualize that the player gets hit and the wound gets infected, I added two simple sliders, and already the game is looking better because of them. We can see that the wound gets damaged as well as the player and the bacteria. Next step would be to add other cell turrets that will help you attack this bacteria, because otherwise it would be just a simple top-down shooter and we don't want that. We want just a little bit of strategy and just a little bit of that satisfaction of a top-down shooter, and also to fit the theme that is tiny armies. Then to end the game loop I added a button that when pressed it adds a turret at your exact location, making it look like the cells are multiplying, which was fitting the theme. And we have now a fully working game. All that's needed is just some UI, some music, some effects, some... oh my god. And we still have a few hours left.
Let's go!
I hopped right into creating the UI. I started with a pause menu, but the pause menu is not so important in the game jam because it doesn't do so much, but I always like creating one. And now we need a lose panel and a win panel to display when you win and lose. Yep, that's right. A main screen title and some buttons to start the game, because when you lose or win you get restarted to the main menu. And in this main menu I'm adding a title and a tutorial that includes what you have to do, the mission, some messages for the game jam and the controls. I always like to do this in a tutorial, and here you can see me doing the tutorial. It is very important to let your players know what the controls are, what they should do, if there is a backstory and how you got inspired to create the game. Many people don't really trust us in the game developers and they don't hope for a huge game, they expect something small. So that's why these tiny details, adding a UI element, adding a tutorial, or telling the player, hey, these are the buttons, just adds up that spice to the game and lets the player know that you care about the game and what you created. But to be honest, when I start a new video game, I hate looking through controls and tutorials. I love discovering the game. I love playing and then seeing, oh my god, there's this new button, or oh, I didn't know I can hold the mouse to continuously shoot. But as the one creating the game, I feel like it's important to have these details there. Even though the players won't use them, they add this essence to the game, knowing that you created it and then you care about what you created. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, or tell me what do you think about this. And to end it all, I asked my beautiful fiancée to draw some artwork for me, and I forgot to record the process of me replacing the placeholders with the new sprites, so I will just show you the difference. From this, we got to this.
Yeah, boy.
I didn't do anything special after this, I just put in the new sprites, added animations to the bacteria and the player to bounce up and down, and that's all I did. Now we have a fully functioning game where you play as the healing cells trying to protect this wound that you see right in the middle, and infectious bacteria are trying to get to it. Some will follow you, some will follow the wound directly, and after a few seconds you can place a tower that will help you defeat these enemies. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can always play this game for free on itch.io. It's in the web browser, you don't even have to download it. It's called Cell Invaders. I will link it down in the description. Many people say that it is very difficult. Maybe that's because I'm the developer and I find it easy, or maybe not everybody is born to be a pro gamer. So check it yourself, see if you can beat it, and let me know in the comments in the itch.io page or here on YouTube. Thank you again for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one.